Look at the case of the creation of local governments. Oni started it. They set up a committee, but within 2 or 3 weeks, the government was judicially overthrown. So it was not Fayemi's idea. These were ideas that were there. Some of us were members of that committee. He was about to announce the names of the creation of local governments then, but he was judicially salamied. And here we are today. They are saying Segun wants to scrap SCD. How can you scrap what you were part of the innovation?
How do they know what I intend to scrap? What I intend to scrap? How do they know it? Have I talked to them about it?
Ekiti people already know Segun. He's not a person that will destroy any legacy of any government, just like did to his own legacies.
These people don't know what to say. They will say he will do this, not an account of what he has done. Who was governor that scrapped things? I was governor for 3.5 years. I did not scrap a single thing. I kept the assets and liabilities of government and improved on whatever it was. I didn't scrap a single institution. Or if anybody has a record of cancelling, cancel university, cancel this, cancel that, it is they.
Look at the case of the universities that Fayemi scrapped. Now it's establishing the same university in the Kere. If you say it was not good then, that you don't want to need to have the commendation. You now want to be commended for establishing a university. Somebody has done it before.
When Engineer Segun spent 3 years, everybody noticed his passion for education.
For the first time, I want to announce to you that every child in boarding school in Ekiti State, in boarding school, have a laptop to themselves. My children, please show up your laptop. Leave them up. These are some of them. And you can ask them questions at the end of the day. Every child has a laptop in senior secondary school 1.
Mo gbóṣùbà káre fún Ṣẹ́gun ní nípa àjọṣewọ́pọ̀ àwọn ọmọ iléèwé wa nípa iṣẹ́ ribiribi tó ń ṣe pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọ iléèwé particular àwọn ọmọ primary school, secondary school fún ilé oríṣiríṣi èyí tó kọ́ fún wọn.
The moribund boarding system in secondary schools was restored to reawaken the old congenial atmosphere of learning.
When Segun was there, he cancelled bursary and instituted scholarships. And not scholarships that you would win and now say you are not going to school. No. In fact, for PhD, he instituted 1 million per person.
We have awarded more than 3,000 scholarships.
3,000?
No, much more than 3,000, because we have awarded over 200 PhD scholarships. We have awarded maritime scholarships, aviation scholarships, language school year abroad scholarship. Law school is automatic for every Ekiti indigene. I understand some people who are not Ekiti even call themselves Ekiti now, and it's very difficult for us to disentangle. But so education has never been this free anywhere in Nigeria before.
I'm aware that we only pay bursary, but he has changed it to scholarship. So many families have benefited from this scheme.
A new University of Science and Technology has been established by the government to increase the state-owned universities to 2, and a medical school added to the University of Ekiti.
They destroy education in this state, they destroy sport, they destroy health.
In the health sector, the Oni administration has perhaps made its greatest impact upgrading the former state hospital to the status of a university teaching hospital and relocating the old state hospital to a new site.
This map commemorates the foundation laying of the General Hospital Complex at Ekiti, which is hereby named as Oba
Adeyemo Adejugbe Hospital Complex.
Meanwhile, facilities at the teaching hospital are being overhauled. A new modern theater is in place and more top-flight medical personnel engaged.
We have created what we call the blue hospitals now, 115 of them in Ekiti State. We have already also refurbished 5 or 6 general hospitals. I think 6 general hospitals are already refurbished. We have already established a teaching hospital, something that people thought was impossible, and not just establishing the teaching hospital by changing the signboard, but by beginning to put world-class facilities there. The theater there now is one of the best around.
The government's social responsibility rating has been enhanced by its partnership with the Cuban government, which gave birth to a first-class ophthalmological center.
The eye center that we have is one of the top 50 in the world.
The center has attracted patronage from the length and breadth of Nigeria through its free eye surgery program termed Surgical Festival. Beneficiaries of the treatment center have demonstrated such boundless joy that sometimes bring tears to the eyes of the medical personnel.
All the legacies of Segun were destroyed by those that followed him. But Segun will not do that.
From the beginning of the administration, passion was high in respect of agriculture. The dairy farm at Ikun, Ekiti, was rehabilitated and stocked with new exotic cattle. Land was made available to youth for farming at the Orin Ekiti farm settlement. This, like the cassava revolution, was intended to redirect a good population of Ekiti people into food production and harness same productive boost for the prospective ethanol biofuel agenda of the administration. Same goes for the sericulture venture on which the government has assisted farmers to cultivate mulberry plants, a major raw material in the silk production enterprise.
Now they are saying what they have done. Segun said, yeah, he will cancel the College of Agriculture. And I said, I am not there.
It's a propaganda coming from a drone set of people. Segun has been an advocate and apostle of community development and grassroots, emancipation.
I am schooled in a development-oriented discipline that makes me know that once you plant, removing is not necessary. You can challenge them. You can tell them, look, I challenge you, be viable. Then the responsibility will be for them to become viable. Not, I cancel this, I cancel that. It is childishness.
I believe what I know. If you ask Segun, he has no intention of scrapping anything.
I will not cancel anything, and I'm saying it now. And it's not because I want votes, because it is not right to do, and I won't do a wrong knowingly.
On the other hand, he may and he will make sure that these local governments or SCDs are well funded, unlike what we have today, that most of them cannot even operate on anything from what we hear from their staff or their members of staff.
During election period, they always establish these LTDAs, local government development areas, just for election purpose. But I can assure you that my leader, when he becomes governor, he will retain them and he will give infrastructure to them.
I won't cancel anything, but I will challenge them.
He has said it. He's not going to scrap any development area because he wants government to be closer to the people. Though these people are using this as gimmicks to win election, but they will not win that election. Segun will win the election. But I can assure you, and go and write it down, Segun will never erase any good legacy, because creating this development area will make government to be closer to the people.
He was a governor for 3.5 years. All the things he did are there for people to see. The structures are there. People are yearning for him to come back.
What is happening today is beyond Engineer Segun. He could not have known that the people were already feeling indignant about the political terrain. There is a lessening of value. There's a lessening of service. There's a lessening of conditions for improvement. And now there's a massive looting, which you call the privatization of the estate.
The present government is not doing the right thing. All over the years, they are not doing the right thing. So if you come in, they know that this man has been tested before, he's good, and he's coming to perform more. He's coming to build on the foundation which he laid before being sent out of governance hurriedly.
And that, for me, is the main reason why I will vote and I will support and I will do everything to make sure that Engineer Segun becomes the next governor of the state.
The revolution that is happening in Ekiti is something that all of us who mean well for this state, who are part of the creation of this state, we want to be part of the revolution, of the movement that will usher in equality and equity among the people.
Mommy bossy, Daddy Johnson, Mommy Arena, Daddy Toko, Atomo Tagalaka, Daddy Arena, Family
G on the beat.
Segun Onini Seko dúró. Àtọmọdé àtàgbà ta ló níbò. Ekiti kété nílé lóko. Tẹ́ bá ti rí SDP ó ní kẹ́ dìbò fún l'Ekiti. Kò lè sí calamity bí Segun dá gómìnà l'Ekiti. Ká fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ gbé l'Ekiti. Segun Oni ló lè ṣe bẹ̀bẹ̀. SDP ilé wọlé dé l'Ekiti o. Abọ́lọ́wọ́ ibi finally o. Tẹ́ bá tẹ̀ sójú Ọmọlúwa. Ilé wọlé dé SDP for you job opportunity o. Ekiti to have everybody o. Tẹ́ bá tẹ̀ sójú Ọmọlúwa. Ilé wọlé dé
G on the beat.
Ogún ọdún ajá irin fàájì ní fẹ́ ṣe. Ekiti nílé lóko ẹ̀tẹ̀ka ìdìbò fẹ́ gbẹ́lẹ́ṣin. Segun Oni ti dé àtúnṣe Ekiti ló wọlé dé. Ọmọlúwàbí ọmọ tán sọ ló wọlé dé. Ekiti nílé lóko ẹ má dá bára jà. Ìjọba tí kò bẹ́ wá o ẹ jẹ́ ká dára gbà o. Segun Oni ti dé àtúnṣe Ekiti ló wọlé dé. Iná máa wà omi máa dé. Italish owó máa pé.
Kò lè sí calamity bí Segun dá gómìnà l'Ekiti. Ká fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ gbé l'Ekiti. Segun Oni ló lè ṣe bẹ̀bẹ̀. SDP ilé wọlé dé l'Ekiti o. Abọ́lọ́wọ́ ibi finally o. Tẹ́ bá tẹ̀ sójú Ọmọlúwa. Ilé wọlé dé SDP for you job opportunity o. Ekiti to have everybody o. Tẹ́ bá tẹ̀ sójú Ọmọlúwa. Ilé wọlé dé ẹni tó lè ṣe ẹ ló yẹ ká fún, ẹni tó ẹ ló yẹ ká bọlá fún. L'Ekiti Segun ni ẹ dìbò fún, Kano Dauti Àníkẹ́ dìbò fún. Bá tẹ dìbò á ti wọlé o. Ìfọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ Ekiti àmàgbàdé o. Segun Oni dé ìwé wọlé dé o. Ìwé wọlé dé. Kò lè sí calamity bí Segun dá gómìnà l'Ekiti. Ká fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ gbé l'Ekiti. Segun Oni ló lè ṣe bẹ̀bẹ̀. SDP ilé wọlé dé l'Ekiti o. Abọ́lọ́wọ́ ibi finally o. Tẹ́ bá tẹ̀ sójú Ọmọlúwa. Ilé wọlé dé SDP for you job opportunity o. Ekiti to have everybody o. Tẹ́ bá tẹ̀ sójú Ọmọlúwa. Ilé wọlé dé